Hey guys, so this is Kyle here. This is a topic I kind of want to talk about for a while. I just never get around to it. Just a little quick rant or rave or whatever towards Microsoft, the company that makes Xbox. This complaint pretty much is nothing towards the system itself. I love my Xbox 360. Plan on keeping it even when the next one follows suit. I plan on keeping it, so I love my system. But my complaint is really towards Microsoft and the direction that they are taking the Xbox franchise, the one currently here, 360, as well as things they have in store for the next console to follow suit after. One of my complaints with Microsoft is that they're focusing on just so much stuff to do online that they're not focusing on what makes a game system, well, a game system, and that is to play video games on. Like for example, earlier this year at E3, a lot of people complained about E3 and said it sucked this year. I didn't think it sucked because personally, even though the presentations from all the big three companies weren't that great, the games itself that were showcased after all that were games I like to play. So I didn't think E3 sucked, but the presentations from the big three did suck. However, in Microsoft case, the only thing they highlighted pretty much during their entire conference was freaking new apps they would add to the online Xbox Live. I remember they had some type of new app or something where through your Xbox you can in sync with your phone, where if you're watching a movie or something on TV, that's saying you can get information or things you never knew about that movie through your phone and read up on things you never knew about the movie that you're watching through your phone. And to me, that's stupid. Why the blue hell would I want to know how many times Tom Cruise had to retake this shot from this one scene in Mission Impossible through my phone? Why the hell would I want to know that when I'm trying to watch the freaking movie? Me trying to read and understand how many times Tom Cruise had to do this stunt over and how he almost died during the stunt filming Mission Impossible, I would have missed out on all the action and the story watching the movie from the TV, trying to get this information through my phone. It doesn't make sense to me. It's stupid. They just focus on so much stuff on Xbox Live. It's becoming a bit overbearing and a bit ridiculous. Just last week, as a matter of fact, which really made me want to make this video, they had it where you could watch the entire presidential debate through Xbox. That's stupid. To me, personally, why the hell would I want to watch the presidential debate through my Xbox when I can watch it on television? And for anyone that says, well, maybe it's for people who don't have cable, or say, for example, or people who may have missed it, they can go back and watch their Xbox Live. Okay, well, here's my rebuttal to that theory or that thought that anyone may have that. If you're watching the presidential debate during Xbox Live, obviously you have internet access. You're paying for the internet. Most people that pay for the internet don't pay for the internet just to play online on Xbox or on PS3. They pay for the internet mostly for what? To get access to the internet through their computers. Having an Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 added on to your internet connection where you can play online, that's an extra luxury item, just extra. But for most people who solely have internet, it's not for a game to play online, video games. It's to play on the computer, surf the web through your computer. They can easily watch the presidential debate on the internet through their computer. So watching the presidential debate through your system, through your TV, is completely crap. It doesn't make any sense to me. So for anybody who still may not have cable on their TV to watch, the news and different things, they can still watch the presidential debate through their computer if they have the internet access, if they're watching it through their systems. Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, period. Then on top of that, half the stuff anyway that Microsoft is putting on for Live, you have to pay for. Now, certain things on Live are an exception. I do think, rightfully so, you have to pay for. One is, Google, not Google. I'm sorry, Netflix. Now, normally you always pay Netflix, you know, your average $7 to $8 a month for a Netflix subscription. And for Netflix to incorporate their business where you can watch their movies through the systems and they still charge you, that's all fair game. I get that. I understand. But for everything else, you pretty much have to pay for. I mean, probably the only thing that I get out of use of Live that's free is YouTube. The Bing app, that's free, but really, who really uses Bing through Xbox? I really don't find it useful whatsoever. Because whatever you use Bing for and whatever it links you to, you have to pay for whatever it is you're trying to look for through Bing. Hulu, you have to pay for. I forgot the music app they have on there. But you have to pay for that in order to stream music or get music. So pretty much the only thing you have free is just Bing and YouTube apps, which YouTube I find useful because I spend a lot of time on YouTube more than anything else online. So other than that, everything else you have to pay for. And when you look at it, you're already paying $300 to $400, $500 for the system itself, $60 a pop for the games. Then you're paying $25 to $60 for, depending on whatever package you get, just to play online. Why the hell would you want to pay extra money on various apps and 90% of them you're not going to even use? Doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Microsoft are really pushing hard to really make the Xbox 360 a family-oriented device. Okay, and to me, it's like 9 out of 10. How many people as a family are going to socialize or get interactive with an Xbox as a family together? Not many families at all. Either you'd have the dad playing the video games, or he buys the system for his 2 kids to play. That's it. Other than that, family coming together to get interactive with Xbox, that's not going to happen. And that's what I kind of hate about Microsoft right now, because they're so focused on adding these 1,001 apps and applications to apply to Xbox Live. And like I said, then 90% of them you have to pay for, and 9% of them people don't necessarily care for and are going to even use these apps. They're trying so much to incorporate and make this dang system or Xbox in general a family-oriented entertainment piece or device that they're not focusing on what's important, and that is the video games, the heart and soul that supports the game system. You buy a game system to play video games, not to freaking watch Netflix on it, not to get Bing, and not to watch YouTube. All the other stuff is extra, and it's a luxury that comes with it. But other than that, you buy a freaking game system to play video games. Instead of focusing on those other crap, they need to be focusing on what other new IPs we can use or come up with, or new exclusive games like a Halo 4 or a Mass Effect, that's something new that we can use to support our system and beat out the competition. That is what they should be focusing on. Nothing else in general. Everything else should become secondary. Everything else should be around games, and they build everything else around that. But over the last 3 to 4 years, Microsoft has not been doing that. They've been focusing more on multimedia, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and this and that, social media. Social media, social media, social media. Even though social media is probably one of the things that drives America today, especially amongst the young generation, in my opinion, I think it's heavily overrated, and it's a bunch of garbage, okay? I don't think social media is that big and that explosive where you have to just, like, freaking lose your mind as to how can you make a game system an entertainment system. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they're trying to make the freaking Xbox, and I get this in general with a lot of game systems, but I get this from Microsoft and more so strongly. They're trying to make the Xbox a freaking dang computer, and it's just not going to happen. For every one step game systems make in development and advancing, computer technology systems take 5 steps forward in advancement in technology. So game systems and development of game systems and try to compete with computers and the technology of computers, they will always lag and always be behind, always. Not to say that one day it won't catch up, but it's few far in between. So it's just, they need to stop it, period. I mean, they're trying to turn. I mean, they're trying to take cell phones and computers and TVs and Blu-ray players and DVDs and smush it together and make it a dang system. And by them trying to do all that, the price is going to go up, so they're going to charge you, the consumer, for it. And then you look at the dang piece of junk system, and it's like, why the hell would I need this system to do all of this when I already have a cell phone, a TV at home? F this, I'm going to get my money and get a different system from a different competitor, or I'm just not going to get a dang system at all. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game system, not a transformer, okay? This is Xbox, not Optimus Prime. Get your junk straight. And this is my frustration with Microsoft. And a lot of people complain about Nintendo in terms of Nintendo not being for the hardcore gamers. They're very kiddie and childish. But one thing I can say about Nintendo, unlike Microsoft and sometimes PlayStation, they're not so focused on online gaming and multimedia and all that other crap, because all that's overrated to me. At the end of the day, they still have that loyal fan base of gamers, whether it be kids and sometimes too hardcore adult fans who still enjoy the Nintendo system and franchise. I can't blame Nintendo for that at all whatsoever. They know what they're doing, okay, and that is why they've always been at the top of their game. Even if sometimes Microsoft and PlayStation will come out and they'll come out on top and they'll be on third, Nintendo still are successful. Even if they come in third place, they're still successful and they're not floundering at all. So this is just my problem with the Microsoft. Like I said, no bash or anything towards the Xbox. Love the Xbox system. Definitely going to get the next one. I'm going to get a PS4 as well. So I want both systems, but still, this is just more so my frustration and a rant towards Microsoft themselves and the things they have in store and planned for the 360, as well as things they have planned and in store for the next system to follow afterwards. I mean, it's cool if you can have all these different apps and features and stuff, and Blu-ray players and DVD on the system. That's cool, but all this stuff is an added extra luxury. At the end of the day, it is a game system. You're supposed to play video games on it. At its core, that is the heart and soul of a system, and that's what drives it and makes it appealing to gamers. So let me know what you guys think. If you're an Xbox owner, if you agree or disagree with my points. If you're not an Xbox owner, do you still agree or disagree with my points? Hear your thoughts in the comment box below. Subscribe. Peace.